A humanitarian crisis is looming in eastern Ukraine, where the battle between government forces and Russian-backed rebels has cut off power and heating to an entire town in freezing conditions. Authorities say they were preparing for the evacuation of at least 16,000 residents of the town, where at least 20 people have been killed since Sunday. Anne Barker has our report.
As if minus 18 degrees wasn't bad enough, residents at Avdiivka in eastern Ukraine have been without heating or power since fighting erupted last weekend. Everything is broken, the windows are broken, the roof is broken, says this man. Avdiivka is right near the front line in the war between Ukrainian forces and Russian-backed separatist rebels based at nearby Donetsk. Heavy shelling since Sunday has damaged or destroyed buildings, homes and power supplies. Around 20 houses are damaged after a direct shell hit in Old Avdiivka, says one official, Pablo Zebrivsky. A house was totally burnt. One civilian was wounded. We're going to observe how serious the damage is and how we can help people. The loss of power and below freezing temperatures has forced many Avdiivka residents to flee their homes and seek shelter at a nearby stadium, where aid organisations are heating tents and providing food. It's important to have something to eat for the start, simply humanitarian aid, says one man, Yuri Zazanov. Authorities say they were prepared to evacuate up to 20,000 people, although Ukraine's Security and Defence Council Chief Alexander Turchinov is hoping it won't come to that. Forces on both sides have positioned artillery, rockets and tanks close to the front line, and both sides have suffered casualties. But Ukraine's Prime Minister Volodymyr Groysman blames Russia for supporting the rebels. The most important thing we need to achieve is to unite the international community and put pressure on Russia to force them to stop shelling, he says. They all know who in Ukraine brings the situation to a deadlock, says Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, and the recent provocations of the Kiev regime, which have just happened, are yet another confirmation of that. NATO's Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg has urged both sides to respect a peace deal signed 2 years ago.
We call for an immediate return to the ceasefire and withdrawal of all heavy weapons banned under the Minsk agreements. OSCE monitors must be guaranteed free and safe access throughout the region. This must include Ukraine's border with Russia.
It could be many more days before power and heating are restored.
Anne Barker.